All right, you got that. go. All right, hey, we got good levels here, so now we got a new microphone. All right.
Welcome to Art's Place.
All right, folks, we're about to go live pretty soon here. We're going to start this show off. Boy, we got a lot to talk about today. Let you guys jump in and get ready for a show. Hello, Al. How do I sound out there? Got a new microphone. Just kind of wondering what's going on out there. Make some room here to Al Dunaway. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, we got good audio here. For some reason on okay. Alrighty. Oh, now what happened? Huh, there we go. I tried something else. Anyway, video output not enough to. Okay. I don't know why this keeps. let's go back. Alrighty. Gary Pierce joined. Alright. Let's see how things are working. Let's get this show going underway here. I'm going. Oh, Robert. Hey, Bob, my friend from down under has joined us. All right, let's get this show going right along. Let's go over here and let's do this.
Welcome to Art's Place, conservative talk from a different view. From the Casablanca studio in Golden, Colorado. Hosted by Art Carlson. At 4'6", liberals fear him, and conservatives love him. He's definitely a giant among men. Now, here's your host, Art Carlson.
All right, we're on a little few second delay, so we are live. Welcome to another episode. Sorry I haven't been around a while. We had some technical issues I had to deal with. Internet went kablooey, and then I went fishing with one of my insiders in the Republican Party. He's one of the head honchos in the party, and he's the head of the independent expenditure that's paying for ads and also giving candidates money for their campaigns. So, all right, yeah. Thanks, Robert. For my internet is still kind of wonky lately, so we shall just grind with it and let's get it going. So I'm back. It's great to be back. Got my deplorables shirt on. Went shopping this morning. Did some grocery shopping out in my car, driving the little scooter out to my car with all my groceries. Guy comes up to see if I need any help, and he says, "Oh, just wanted to see if you needed some help." And I said, "No, I'm fine here." And he goes, "By the way, I like your shirt." And I realized I had my Deplorables 2016 shirt on, so hey, we got someone that was appreciative of that, so that was nice. And that really made me feel good. I was a little worried that if I wore this, I'm gonna get some flack out there. You guys probably remember a few weeks ago, some kid wore a Make America Great hat at a fast food restaurant in Texas, and some douchebag comes up, grabs the kid's drink and throws it in his face and takes his hat because he didn't like, Make America Great again. Folks, this is what I don't understand. Why are people so unhinged when everything is going well? I mean, you got record low black and Hispanic unemployment, the lowest unemployment rate in 30 or 40 years, record low amount of people on food stamps, which is good. Fewer and fewer people are signing up for disability payments, which is good because it helps folks like me who are truly disabled who could use that money, because every time there are more and more people that get on disability, that squeezes out people like me. That makes our pie a little smaller. Now that it's going the other way around, it's going to people who truly need the help, which is wonderful. So, we got that. Looks like we're going to have a peace agreement with North Korea. Olga is here. I want to say happy birthday to my former employee, Olga. Great to see you. Happy birthday. And things are going great. And these liberals are just going unhinged. They want to impeach the president just because they don't agree with how he's doing things. But everything he's doing is going great. It's like, why not be part of that? Why not do something that you could take credit for doing something positive? Now, they box themselves into a corner where now they can't take credit for anything that's going well with the country, which is not good for them. Which, you know, frankly, I don't care if it's not good for them, because they've done things over my lifetime that convinced me to that they're going off the reservation. They are so far to the left that instead of being for the little man, they are just more for consolidating power and enriching their friends. They're always accusing Republicans of enriching their friends, when it's actually the Democrats that have done that by putting up rules and regulations that keep competitors out of the market, and it drives up the price of that product, and their buddies get rich. Another thing that I'd like to see happen is, if you ever get elected to Congress or the Senate, that all your 401ks, all your investments automatically get turned into cash, and that cash just sits in the bank. You might get a couple percent interest. That's it. That way they have no invested interest in trying to make money off of a contract that they know the government is going to give that contract to a certain company. Case in point, like, this will come up in the governor's race about Jared Polis, how he took something like $20 million. Now he's worth almost $250 million. How did he do that? Going to Washington, D.C. I'll tell you how he did that. He got on certain committee assignments that he knew that he could gather information, and he could take that information that he learned, call up his broker and say, hey, buy stock in XYZ, it's going up, because he knows that company is getting a contract from the government. So that's insider trading. Martha Stewart went to prison for that, and I don't know why folks in Congress or the Senate, they don't get treated the same way. So let's get back to our first topic. We went off on a tangent. And what I want to talk about is the governor's race, especially on the GOP side. Walker Stapleton has finally announced his running mate for lieutenant governor, and he picked State Representative Lang Sias. He's from House District 27, which is in Arvada. And when he made that pick, oh, everybody on both sides were poo-pooing this. Oh, another white guy. Why didn't he pick Greg Lopez? Or why didn't he pick a woman? It's like, you know what? Why not pick the person that has the best abilities? This guy knows how to raise money. He's likable. He's got a very good legislative record. Nobody could say that he's too extreme on this, not extreme on that. He's fairly down the center, a little more right of center on a lot of issues. And I know he's pro life and he's pro gun. So I don't know what the problem is. Where Jared Polis, openly gay, picks a woman. Now, why did he pick a woman? Because he's playing the gender issue. He wants to use that to his advantage. And Diane Primavera, well, her record speaks for itself. She was a very liberal member of the state house, and she really doesn't bring much to the table. Now, Jared Polis, like I said, he's worth $250 million, will try to buy the election. And that's how he's gotten into power. When he moved out here to Colorado, and Mark Udall, after he finished his service with his House district in Boulder, Polis decided to, he bought that seat, and then after Udall went from there to being a senator, then he decided, well, first Udall was a state, or not a state rep, but a congressman from Boulder, and then when Udall ran for Senate and won, Polis decided to buy that race because it was an easy race, heavily Democratic, and he could buy his way through because there was nobody that had the money that could challenge him. So now that it's an open race for governor, he's trying to buy his way to the governor's mansion. And this is going to turn out to be the most expensive governor's race probably in the country. And we'll see how that plays out. Now, Colorado has been pretty consistent in voting for Democrat governors. And that's where Polis has that one advantage. But however, the economy is doing well, no thanks to Polis. When he voted against everything Trump wanted, he actually even voted for articles of impeachment when Mad Maxine Waters from California brought up impeachment proceedings. He was one of 60-something congressmen who voted for impeachment. So that went down in flames, and so that's going to be on his record, and that's probably not going to help him except for those people in Denver and Boulder. Now, Walker Stapleton, his advantage is he's won 2 statewide races where Jared Polis has never won a statewide race. And I think there were a lot of people on our side that hoping that Kerry Kennedy would be the candidate because Walker Stapleton beat her twice. So that's going to be an interesting race to watch. So we've got something like 3 more months. We got August, September, October is when the ballots go out. So anything could happen. And I'm in the know on certain things that are going to come out against Polis, which I will not divulge right now, but it is probably pretty obvious, Harry Reid. So, we've got that going. And we've got a lot of wildfires going on in the mountains. Trump went to Helsinki, and everybody's having a huge cow over that. And some people are even calling for impeachment on some of the statements they made. So he made a faux pas. You know, Obama made a faux pas just recently when he was talking about going back to Kenya and saying it's great to be back in his home country, which was I'm not even going to go there. I think he was born here, but there's just so much about Obama that we don't know. And this is the thing that I think what should happen is if you're going to run for president, everything should be disclosed. You should not be able to lock away things and have them sealed. It would be nice to know that if Obama has a dual citizenship in Indonesia, we'd like to know about his education over there and what he did in college. Nobody knows. I mean, even Bill Clinton sealed his college records. So, and that's the thing I don't understand about Democrats is why they want to seal their school records and all this stuff. I mean, what do they have to hide? I mean, is there something that incriminating that could really hurt them that they need to hide that information? So Trump goes over to Helsinki, and there was a word there, wouldn't. They're making a big to-do about that. John McCain's calling him a traitor and blah, 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 like that. So people make a big faux pas, but at least he's talking to Putin. He's not giving away the store like Hillary Clinton did. He's not giving away vast resources that we have in our country like Hillary Clinton did. And he knows that this guy is not a straight shooter, that we need to keep an eye on him and maybe talk some sense into him. Say, all right, come on, let's work out an arrangement where we both benefit. Why are we adversaries again? We don't need to be adversaries again. You're not the Soviet Union. Let's work to instead of trying to grab super status in the world, superpower status. But and so because the world has changed, we've gone from worrying about communism to now we got to worry about terrorism and fanaticism in Islam. So we got to worry about that. So talk to them and say, hey, we both have a common enemy. We know that you want to build your economy up. We could work something out instead of working against each other. Let's just work together and work to our strengths, and in that way there's none of this animosity. And because I see the Russians making the same mistake they did with Germany, with their dealings with Iran, because sooner or later those people are going to turn around and attack them. Just because Iran hates America doesn't mean they're not going to turn around and hate on you. So they'll have to deal with that. And work on how we could make each country's economy strong enough that benefits both parties. So, and that's what's going on. I'm trying to think. Haven't been watching a whole lot of news. Just been busy working. The political scene is kind of slow right now. I know that Harrison Ford was just here in Colorado to the unveiling of the new extension of Wings Over the Rockies at Centennial Airport. A number of bigwigs were there. Rick and Linda Enstrom were there. Chris and Diane Holbert, and I imagine a lot of big name people in the political scene on both sides have been there. So that was kind of interesting about that. I would like to go to that exhibit and see what they've got compared to the one at Lowry. Now, the one at Lowry, that they had some neat planes there. They've got a B-52 that's parked outside. Inside, they've got a B-1 bomber. They've got several Vietnam-era jets and helicopters. They even have some mock-ups of Star Wars aircraft there. So that is kind of neat. So it's been a couple years since I've been there, and it'd be interesting to see what they've got at the Centennial Airport. So that ought to be a good show. All right, Scott Patterson joined. All right, we've got some Kimball grads here. Jim Linghouse, Gary Pierce, Ed Kalo. All right, cool. So in the drone news, you know what? This is going to be kind of a short show today because I don't know. Okay, let's see what's going on back here on YouTube. Doesn't look like much there. There's one person watching, which is probably the administrator. So, anyway, in drone news, a couple things happened. A couple weeks ago, there was a wildfire up near, I think, Grand Lake, I think. And some knucklehead flew a drone there, and because of that person, the tankers were grounded for a while because they can't drop their water or fire retardant while there is a drone buzzing around out there that could cause a collision with the aircraft. So that is my big beef. Now, in another drone news, there was a near miss with a drone and a passenger jet in Mauritania, which is a small island in the Indian Ocean. Now, this person was flying a drone outside the outside the restricted zone because there's an airport. But he launched his plane, or not his plane, but his drone, and you could watch an Emirate jet take off from the airport, and it looks like the drone is moving in front of the jet, and then the jet goes by, and this guy was terrible at panning, so it was like a jerking motion on that. And it turns out the drone was 200 feet away from the jet. Now, that's not bad enough, but to me, this is going to give terrorists ideas, because if one of those drones gets sucked into a jet engine, you're going to have a terrible wreck on the ground. So, guys, you gotta be careful. Don't fly your drones near airports. I mean, yeah, it looks cool if you get video of that, but hey, let the professionals do that. Don't get your little toy drone out, or oh wow, I got my my DJI Spark and I'll fly it out there. And no, just don't do that, and stay away. If you're just a hobbyist, go get air maps for your phone, and that'll tell you where all the airspace is, so you'll find out, is it okay to fly here or okay to fly there. One of the things I just found out is that I cannot fly a drone at Rocky Flats Wildlife Refuge, because I wanted to fly out there and get some nature videos out there. But almost 2/3 of the wildlife refuge is in a medium-sized airport's airspace. And they don't want, it's hazardous flying above 100 feet, and I wasn't going to fly more than 100 feet, so I really didn't have anything to worry there. But then I noticed on Facebook, somebody wanted to find out if they could fly their drone at Gardens of the Gods. And I thought about that, and I said, well, I suggested air maps, and air maps doesn't say anything about not flying a drone at Maroon Bells. Now, Maroon Bells is not a national park, so it doesn't have flight restrictions. However, at the visitor center, it has a sign that says you can't fly your drone here. So that's the problem. So about the only way, well, you cannot launch your drone inside a national park. However, if you launch it from outside and fly in, I think you're okay there. But say there was a lost hiker, I'm sure the authorities would gladly accept your assistance in finding hikers. Just recently, they found a guy who was had been missing a few days up at one of the peaks, and somebody found them with their drone. Which, hey, that's a good thing that happened with the drone. So I was happy to hear about that. So sorry if this show is a little short. There's not a whole lot going on in politics other than the governor's race and what happened in Helsinki. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about next week. Starting Wednesday in the evenings, I'm going to do another live streaming show. I'll probably just do it on YouTube, and this is for my drone show. Now my drone channel on YouTube is Artco Drone Solutions, and I've got videos there if you want to go check out the videos there. As a matter of fact, after this, I'm going to be editing some drone footage that I shot this morning with one of my older drones. I made a modification for a camera on it, and evidently it turns out it was too heavy and caused some issues. So it'll be an interesting video when I get it all edited, and I'll probably upload it up on Facebook as well. So if you like drones and you want to learn more about it, one of the things that I want to do that's different about other drone channels is I'm going to do it in the perspective of someone with a disability. How a person with a disability can be a drone pilot as well. One of my goals is to go to Craig Rehabilitation Hospital and work with some of the patients there and get them interested in drone flying so that they could see that there are opportunities open for them as well. Not, in a hobby or as a business maybe. So that opens up that possibility. And also, what I like to do is I like to find bargains, find drones that people don't want, and what I'll do is I'll do a review about it, and I'll say, well, I got this drone at a police auction website, and then I could talk about, okay, it's not bad for that website, and here's this, and what's missing, what you have to do to get it up and running. It might make for an interesting show. So I just want to thank you all for joining in, and have a great day. Stay cool. It looks like it's partly cloudy out there, so hopefully it's not so darn hot today. I know when I was out flying my drone at about 10 o'clock and it was hot out there. So have a great Sunday. God bless you. God bless America. And see you all next week. We'll have a longer show by then. Okay? And hopefully this new mic is working out good. And I will listen to the show a little later. Take care. Bye-bye.